Hello everyone, this is Tuba Mirza and welcome to Recoding. All the code used inside this video are mentioned inside the description box. So if you like the work we are doing and if you're learning something from our videos, please do subscribe to our channel and share it with your group because your subscription will make this type of video happen in the future. So without any further ado, let's get started.
SwiftUI lists are amazing part of SwiftUI. It helps to achieve more complex user interface very easily. SwiftUI 3 introduces more advanced feature to the list. One of the significant is Swipe Action. Swipe Action was earlier pretty hard to implement on SwiftUI as some developer created view underneath a view to replicate this view, but this did not work as native Swipe Action. Our final app will look something like this. It will have swipe functionality from both sides. On one side, it has favorite button. On other side, we have delete and archive button. We also have edit button on top, which will open edit mode along with move and delete functionality. Before we get further in this video, we highly recommend you to watch our previous videos of things to master in SwiftUI list, and amazing array features that every Swift developer should know. In this video, we are going to take a look on some amazing ways to implement swipe action inside list. We have already created a SwiftUI project with all the necessary boilerplate codes already created by Xcode. First, create a new Swift file called as item. And this will hold the structure of our data. Inside it, create structure as item. It will conform to identifiable and equitable. Inside it, create a data field. First will be the ID, which equals to UUID. Then create name and icon, which conforms to string. The color, which conforms to color from SwiftUI library, which will automatically import by new Xcode. Then create is favorite and is archive as bool. These data are being manipulated when we change data from view. Then create another static verb items data which conforms to array of item. And add our example data which we have already created here. Now, create another Swift file called as item view model. This will hold our every function which will interact from the views. Create a class called item view model which conforms to observable object. Inside it, create a property wrapper as published which will hold our item array inside item variable. Then create a function to get item from the item data array. We need to set our items to the data array which we have already created inside item structure. Then inside the content view file, create another property wrapper as state object which will hold our item view model as item VM variable. Inside the body, create navigation view. Inside it, add list. Into it, add for each loop and loop out our items from item view model. Then for each item, which we called it as vehicle in this case. We are going to show text view having the item name inside it. Then add navigation title modifier below list closure and add string. Then add task modifier which will run a get item function asynchronously. And here we can see our list of items. Let's create a separate view for a vehicle list item called as vehicle cell item. Inside it, we will require a vehicle which equals to item. Then create a variable as body conforms it to view. Then create a h tag. Here, we need to confirm item to a vehicle variable not equal. Create another property wrapper of environment object as item view model, which will require item view model from previous view. Then inside HTag add image view with system image attributes and add a vehicle icon. Then add modifier of foreground color which will color the icon to a vehicle color which we earlier provided in our data. Add frame modifier with width of 30. Then create another view of text and add the vehicle name string. Inside a content view for each closure, add vehicle cell item and add vehicle data inside it. We also need to add environment object modifier below the list closure and provide the item view model variable. In a vehicle cell item, we need to confirm it to view. Here we can see that a view has appeared. Now inside vehicle cell item view, add list row separator tint modifier and add vehicle color data. This will color the separator of each item we can see inside the list. Then create 3 different sections: favorite, transport and archive. Then copy and paste inside for each closure for transport section. Then inside for each, we need to filter out the data for favorite and archive to be false using array filter method. Then we copy this for each loop and paste inside favorite and add is favorite to true. And similarly with archive and set archive to true and is favorite to false. So here we can see our data has already been separated in terms of section. Inside vehicle cell item, add swipe action modifier. Inside its attributes, add edge to leading and allow full swipe to true. Edge modifier helps to add swipe action to either side of the view and allow full swipe, which will perform that action we provided when user pull the item to extreme opposite side. Inside the swipe action, add a button view with label as favorite and it will show system image of star and star slash according to true or false value of is favorite variable. Now run the preview and here we can see the favorite icon is working. Add button tint of yellow. Add another swipe action modifier with edge of trailing and allow full swipe to false. Inside it, create button with role for destructive and add other attributes of action and label. This button will show label of delete with icon of trash. Adding role destructive automatically added color of button to red. Create another button for archive. And add tint color of purple. Here we can see all of our buttons are created. Now inside the item view model, create function of remove which will take parameter of item which conforms to a item structure. Then we check if there is item first match from items array to a provided item. Then we will remove the item from item array. And else we normally return. Add a function inside delete button action along with animation. And here we can see that a button is working fine. Now create another function for isFavorite and similarly we check item at index from items array. Then we toggle isFavorite value and we also check if the item is having archive value to true, made it false, so it will reduce duplication of data and else return. Similarly, create function for archive. Now add both of these functions inside their separate button inside with animation closure. And provide item to its parameter. Now we can see our favorite and archive buttons are working fine. Now work on edit button on toolbar. First, create toolbar modifier below list closure inside content view. Add edit button view which is already created in SwiftUI. Then inside view mode, add function of move with parameter of from offset which conforms to index set provided by the list and to offset which conforms by int. And add items.move function and add a respective offset. Below, for each closure inside every section, add on move modifier. Add a move function from view model. Copy and paste below every for each loop. So here we can see our code is working fine. Now let's take over delete functionality from for each closure. To do so, create a delete function inside view model. Add parameter as add offset which conforms to index set. and add remove function of items array at offset and add offset. Below each loop, we need to add on delete modifier along with delete function. Inside delete function, we need to add parameter as at offset, not only at. So you can see now our delete and move functionality is also working fine. So this is how we use swipe action inside SwiftUI.
And yes, let us know what you liked or disliked about this video in the comment section. Please do like and subscribe to our channel. And yes, do not forget to suggest some more topics. For now, I'll be signing off. We'll definitely see you all in the next video.